Hey beautiful people, and welcome back to the PCOS Healing Circle. As you already know, my name is Adrienne and I'm your host. So today we're wrapping up the series on the PCOS types, and the last one we have to go over is inflammatory PCOS. So I don't want to waste any more of your time. Let's go ahead and dive into it. Now, if you're like me, when you first heard PCOS, you probably thought it was just a reproductive thing like ovarian cysts or irregular periods. But no, it's so much more than that. Today, we're diving into a specific PCOS type that often gets overlooked, especially in our communities. We're talking about inflammatory PCOS. And once you understand this concept, your PCOS symptoms will make a lot more sense. What exactly is inflammatory PCOS? So think of it like this. Your body's immune system that's supposed to protect you from invaders sometimes gets a little confused. Instead of your body fighting off actual threats, it starts seeing certain foods, stress, and even pollutants as an enemy to the body. And when that fight starts, it creates inflammation. Now, a little inflammation is normal, like maybe when you twist your ankle or something small. But the moment you notice that this inflammation is chronic, that means that it's always there. That's where the problem comes in. The chronic inflammation can trigger or even worsen some of those classic PCOS symptoms that we honestly hate having. So sis, how do you know if this might be your type of PCOS? Let's check the receipts. Now, common signs of inflammatory PCOS can include stubborn weight gain. And this weight is normally or usually right around the stomach area or the belly. And when I tell you it's not normal bloating, your stomach, it looks huge. It looks like you may be pregnant or, that you just ate a full meal. The next one is constant fatigue. And you know this by, even if you take a full 8-hour sleep period and you wake up and you're still tired, that's how you know you're experiencing chronic fatigue. Skin issues like cystic acne, and it's not like the teenage acne you would get. This is painful acne that you normally get around like your jawline, and this is a terrible experience because I experience this all the time as well. So that's another indicator of inflammatory PCOS. Another indicator is digestive problems, like you constantly have diarrhea or you're constipated, you're nauseous. Like we talked about, even the bloating is another sign of a digestive issue. The next one is joint pain or muscle pain. It's like you're 80 years old and you're 30. You wake up and you just have a new pain. You have constant brain fog or mood swings. And the last one is just your classic PCOS symptoms like irregular periods, facial hair, and acne. Now, I know you might be thinking like, girl, that is my life story. And trust me, you're not alone. So many of us go through the struggle in silence. And so many of us, especially Black women, have been misdiagnosed or just dismissed because their symptoms don't meet the classic PCOS type. Understanding this inflammatory root is crucial because, of course, if we know the root, then we can eventually resolve the issue. So what can we do to immediately start seeing some relief with inflammatory PCOS? First up, food is medicine. And I know you might see the videos on Instagram or TikTok about what you should and should not eat, but this is not that. This is about being very intentional on what you're putting into your body. Focus on anti-inflammatory foods. These foods are like berries, salmon. These are the type of foods that give your body a hug and not try to fight it. Once we choose anti-inflammatory foods, we also have to identify which foods are causing the inflammation. This often means cutting back on highly processed foods, excess sugars, refined carbs, and unhealthy trans fats. Now, in another video, we talked about dairy as well, but dairy is highly inflammatory depending on which type of dairy product you choose. And gluten is another inflammatory culprit, so just keep that in mind throughout this journey. Second one is managing that stress. This one is huge. Chronic stress is a major inflammation driver. Find your peace, whether it's just meditating, prayer, dancing in the living room, or just taking a walk for 5 minutes. Find what calms your spirit. Third, move your body. And it's not about punishing yourself, but it's about finding gentle movements and making sure you're doing them consistently. An example of gentle movement is like walking, yoga, or even some light strength training. This movement not only helps with lowering inflammation, but it can also help with insulin sensitivity, and it can boost your mood. So just make sure you're finding something that you enjoy and you feel that you can do on a consistent basis. Now the fourth step is prioritizing sleep. And when prioritizing sleep, it's best to get at least 7 to 9 hours and make sure they're uninterrupted. Create a consistent bedtime routine. I like to sleep with absolutely no lights. I don't even want the TV on because that's just peaceful to me.
Don't, be on the phone right before you go to bed. And that's just to give you a way to ease yourself into a deeper sleep.
And lastly, hydrate. It helps push out toxins and keeps your body flowing smoothly. Make sure you keep a water bottle with you. I normally had like a half-gallon water bottle until I broke it, but just something like that, just so you can sip it throughout the day. Now, sis, I need you to understand something that's very crucial. This is not about perfection. This is about progress. It's about listening to your body, experimenting, and finding what works for you. Our bodies are complex, especially as Black women navigating societal stressors and unique health challenges. And remember, I am not a doctor. This video is for informational and empowering purposes only. So always work with a trusted healthcare professional, preferably one that listens, understands, and respects your experiences. Don't be afraid to advocate for yourself and find a doctor that truly hears you. If this resonated with you or you had a moment where you could connect to what I was saying, go ahead and subscribe because we will be going over more topics like this. And also give this video a thumbs up because it helps other beautiful women like you. And please share your experiences in the comments below. Let's build this community and support each other on this journey. Thank you so much for watching, my loves. Just remember, you are strong, you are resilient, and you deserve to feel your best. Take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you on the next one.